Welcome to Grodno. It's my native town. What do you know about Grodno? It's a well-known fact that it's a town in western Belarus, standing on the banks of the river Nima. But do you know that Grodno is one of the most romantic and exciting places in Belarus? The weather is nasty, it's chilly and windy, but it really doesn't matter. Grodno is beautiful in all weathers. It's gorgeous in winter. It's romantic and fresh in spring, cheerful and bright in summer, and glamorous in autumn. You can walk hours and hours, exploring its charming streets, admiring our numerous sights. Grodno is rich in unique things. Have a look at the oldest clock in Europe that is even older than the famous one in Prague. It's located on the walls of St. Francis Xavier Cathedral. It's also famous for its altar, which is 20 meters high. This cathedral is really tremendous, isn't it? And we may call it the icon or the signature of our town. It's worth visiting. Be sure to pop into the Chemist's Museum. It's right near the cathedral. The Chemist is the oldest one in Belarus. It was founded in 1709. The exposition is dedicated to the development of the medical and pharmaceutical knowledge in Belarus. Here you can see medicines, pharmacy equipment, medical tools, books and papers having been used since the 16th century. Opposite the cathedral, in Sovietskaya Square, there is a sundial. It's right on the flower bed. The sundial is not old. It was constructed in 2015. But it is so nice and original, don't you agree? Why don't we have a look at the merchant Muravyov's house, built in the 19th century? By the way, it's a listed building. Do you want to feel magic? Then you may admire St. Boris and Gleb Church, or the Kalorskaya Church. It's the oldest active church in Belarus. Look at the impressive walls, unique architecture, and the crosses that are almost 1,000 years old. Enjoy the exciting view of the old and the new castles standing gracefully on the banks of the river Nima. How fresh is the air! When you are in Grodno, don't miss the chance to listen to the trumpeter, who plays his trumpet at 11:58 every day from the top of the fire tower. But don't be late! The citizens of Grodno have always been very hospitable. They have always treated their guests with respect, without taking into account religious beliefs. That's why since the ancient times, all the religious confessions have been living peacefully in Grodno. And there are some religious temples which have been restored and renovated. This is the Great Choral Synagogue, the place of worship of the Jewish confession. And this is St. John's Lutheran Church. It is the only active Lutheran temple in Belarus. It has been restored recently, and now it's a perfect example of the neo-Gothic style, with its grey walls and the spire, which is 15 meters high. The history of the church is rather rich. Grodno Lutheran congregation was founded in 1779. At that time, there were 15 royal manufacturers in Grodno. The city elder, Anthony Tesenghausen, invited Lutherans of the German origin to work there. In 1793, Stanislav August Poniatowski gave a generous present to the congregation. The king donated a building of a tavern where people could have meals and pray, and then the tavern was rebuilt into a church. The inner interior is very strict, but it's really marvelous. The unusual walls of the ceiling resemble the ship. The side colorful windows near the altar are genuine. The main stained glass window is in the shape of a rose with a heart and a cross in the middle. It is the Lutheran religious symbol. Look at this antique spiral staircase, the forged font, and the bell. They are authentic and are still used nowadays. The Lutheran Church has always been called the singing church. This German organ is the heart of the temple. Musicians from all Europe come to our place in order to play it. The quality of the sound is said to be really great. If you want to admire this music, you are welcome to the concerts which take place at the weekend. The Lutheran Church is one of the numerous gems in the treasure of Grodno architecture. If you want to touch and to feel all its beauty, you are welcome to my native town. You'll see plenty of sights, you'll meet our hospitable people. I'm sure that you'll enjoy your trip and will never regret.